And hello, everyone, and welcome to the team training. We're super excited. I know a lot of us are heading out to Salt Lake City and Global coming up. Yay, we're really excited about that. But we want to talk about tonight building your belief. So let me share my screen. And if someone will just give me a nod that we are sharing. Can you see it? Donna,
Yep,
can you see my
yep,
screen? You got it?
perfect. Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to ask everyone, I think I have everyone muted, but if you're not, if you can please mute out. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, thanks and welcome for joining us. Like I said, we're just under 10 days away from heading to Salt Lake City for the LifeVantage Global Convention 2025. So this is a super exciting time. And if you're not going to make it out there with us, we have another event coming up and we're going to talk about that. So I can't wait to see everyone. Also, I don't want to spend a lot of time on updates because they're all in your Momentum Monday weekly newsletter. And you should have that in your email box from yesterday. So there are some updates for us, those of us going to convention. And there's also some great new Q2 incentives, the Drive Error Q2 incentives. So check those out again in your Momentum Monday weekly newsletter. So tonight we're going to focus on personal development. And I just think this is a very, if not the most important element of creating success in all areas for sure. I want to make sure that everyone can see my screen without any distractions on it, right? Is everyone seeing full screen? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And you're not seeing the chat, right? I don't have that up. Okay. All right, so this is our circle of success system, and I hope by now that you're kind of getting familiar with this. If you're new, please ask your upline to share and explain if they haven't done so yet. So today is all about belief, and when launching a new consultant, this, like I said, is one of the most important and one of the most valuable things you could do to help them build their belief. And if you're the new consultant, then working on your belief will greatly increase your level of success. And there's four main areas of belief that we want to focus on. And that's belief in the products, belief in the company, in the industry and the profession of network marketing. And of course, the big one is belief in yourself. So I actually did this series last May on our Monday team training. And you can find those videos on the Team Vitality YouTube channel. Now, we're covering all four areas today in one training, but last year I did four separate trainings covering each one of these in depth. And we had special guests that included Tara Wilson, Christy Vogt, Sherry Martin, Donna Mondorf, Skylar Fobbs from Corporate, among others. So again, you'll find those on the Team Vitality YouTube channel. And that's just kind of a deeper dive than what we're doing tonight. And you'll have to scroll back, just click on under videos and scroll back to 2024, about 11 months ago. But again, this training, we're going to cover all four. So let's start with belief in the products. This one, I think, is a pretty easy one. We all love the products, right? It's probably one of the easiest ones for all of us. But everybody is different. So some people only need to hear it from you that a product works, and let's say your testimony. Some people need to do their own research. Some will need to use the product for a specific length of time to build their confidence. But a lot of times it's just a combination of a little of those or each. But first and foremost, be a product of the product. Nothing builds your belief more than being a product of the product. And an example for me was taking the collagen. I mean, the minute the collagen came out, Donna and I started, using the collagen and drinking it daily, I was looking for hair, skin, and nails. But my story behind that is joint pain in my knee that completely disappeared and hasn't returned, and it's been almost 3 years. So those are the kind of things where I mean, I am just such a strong believer in the collagen for joints and aches and pains, and that's because of what it did for me. So again, first and foremost, use the products, be a product of the product, just as you would have the customer use a product for 90 days. You should be doing the same. So also learn one or just a little bit about each product. You don't have to know it all. I think this is where we kind of get hung up in LifeVantage because there's so much science and we want to know all of this. And we're like, well, I really don't want to talk about this until I learn everything. Guess what, you guys? I'm at the EC1 level and I haven't learned everything. Okay. So don't feel like you need to learn everything. Just know a little bit about a little bit about each product. So Protandim, easy. It's the only supplement shown to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. Oxidative stress is cellular damage caused by free radicals, key contributor of aging and disease. Just memorize that. That's really all you have to say to someone because we have the videos. We can plug people into other resources where they can take the deep dive into more research if they need to. The liquid collagen has 10 types of naturally derived collagen. Just know that about the liquid collagen. Axio is a nootropic supplement, blend of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients that reduce brain fog and support metabolism. So just knowing a little bit about the products can really help you. And then information on every single product can be found on that product page of your shopping site. So when you hit shop on any single product, you can go scroll down on that page and see the benefits, the videos, the ingredients, the FAQs, the product information sheet. There's also blog links. Everything you could possibly want to know about that product is right there on that page. So when someone asks you a question, if you don't have the answer to the question, just let them know, hey, I'll look into that and get back to you, or you can send that product page with all of that information, or ask your upline or LifeVantage support. You can chat, call, text, or email them, and they will get back to you within the same day. So utilize the LifeVantage resources. Your shopping site, the hub, is a great place for building your belief in the products and learning more about the products. But I think probably the number one place that we can build our belief in the products is Vitality Rocks. And I know so many of you I know Donna, you built a whole business on Vitality Rocks, just plugging people into that. And those are testimonies that are so powerful, you guys. So you want to ATM, add, tag, and message people with Vitality Rocks, which is our Facebook group. Share your testimony, share other people's testimony, share my testimony about my joint pain in my knee. But belief in the products really is kind of an easy thing to build because we have so much access to product information and testimonials. So, and if you haven't been to Vitality Rocks, I know we have a lot of new people on here. Please do so. So, the next thing is belief in the company. And what I've learned from investigating these companies and this industry, and if you know me, you know that I do that, a lot of research. I've been in this industry for 20 years. I've been with LifeVantage for 8 of those 20 years, and I know what to look at in a company, and you should too. So here are the 5 things that I kind of believe that you need to look at, and that is obviously the company and the products that they're asking you to go talk about. I think you need to understand how you're compensated. You don't have to understand the entire compensation plan, but understand how you're getting paid, because obviously, if you're going to sacrifice your time, there's got to be some kind of reward for doing that. I think it's important that you look at the culture of the company and then the growth potential that your participation can help the company accomplish. So let's take a look at LifeVantage. Belief in the company, for me, this was easy. And when I started to take a look, the very first thing that came to me was public versus private. And with what's going on in this industry today, I think we can all agree that I'm just so happy and so proud that we are with a company that is publicly traded. We are traded on the NASDAQ. We are a completely transparent company because of that. We have visionary leadership from the corporate team to the marketing team, field advisory boards. We have the scientific advisory board with doctors, holistic doctors, chiropractors, nurse practitioners, very, very impressive science advisory board, and our research and development. We're a member of the DSA, which is the Direct Selling Association. We are a debt-free company. We answer to a board of directors. And again, some people might say, well, why is all this important? When you hear about a company, and this just recently happened in our industry, that shuts its door after 23 years and no one knew about it and no one saw it coming, um, that won't happen in LifeVantage. And I had someone reach out to me and say, do you worry about that happening in LifeVantage? Or do you think that could ever happen in LifeVantage? Well, we have access to the financials at all times because it's a public company. So we would know if something were going on in LifeVantage. And that is such a sense of just a sense of security, really, that we have that we have a board of directors, that we are debt free, that we are a public company. That's huge, you guys. You don't find that. I still don't know if there's any other public network marketing companies that I can think of right off the top of my head. There probably are, but probably not even a handful. As far as the breakthrough science and consumable products, obviously you want to be with a company that has consumable products. There's great companies out there that sell jewelry or clothing. I had somebody, I bought some just some workout clothing. There's a network marketing company that's workout clothing. It's really cute stuff, but guess what? I don't need it every month. I have someone that I buy some jewelry from that I absolutely love, but I don't need it every single month. We have consumable products that people get on, and our products are packaged in such a way that they last 30 days. So people are on our products for years and a lifetime sometimes. So that's huge when you're looking at a company. We also have great customer service and support, and we just added LifeVantage Healthcare. And that's almost unheard of in this industry to offer healthcare. So that was huge. I think we just started that last year. And then included when you join as a distributor, as we all know, is your shopping site, your back office, your LifeVantage app. So belief in the company, when you really look at these kind of bullet points, we've been in Newsweek. We were just in Newsweek again with the Wellness Revolution. You can pull that up online. We've been in Forbes magazine. Again, we are traded on the NASDAQ. We rang the opening bell and the closing bell in New York City. Those are really huge things, and they should build your belief and your security in this company of LifeVantage. But there's no bigger belief builder, I don't think anyway, than attending a LifeVantage hosted in person or a virtual event. And I know a lot of folks will say, I was really into it. I was working a little bit, but then I went here and then I saw this person, and then I saw the culture of the company and the leadership of the company. And that is huge with building your belief. As I mentioned, we're all off to Global Convention. It's not too late if you want to jump on board, although if you live far away, the flights are probably crazy now. However, The next live in person, we'll have a virtual event in July, I believe is our virtual event. And then our next live event will be Momentum Academy. That's going to be October, to screenshot this if you want. October 23rd through the 25th in Dallas, Texas. So that'll be a lot of fun. We are going to open that up for registration at the room blocks at conventions. So I'm sure they'll be talking more about that. But if you can't make it to Global Convention, you know what? Put it on your calendar right now. Block those dates off in October and plan to join us in Dallas, Texas. Get your boots out, get ready. All that stuff we bought for Nashville, we can recycle and take it to Dallas, right? But again, these are huge belief builders, is attending these in-person events. I'll never forget the first time that I went to a LifeVantage event and just really saw the culture of the people and just being surrounded by such great people that have a love and a heart for other people that want to help them not only be healthier and feel good and look good and all of that, but also to help people be more financially secure and just the team camaraderie and all of that is unmatched. So those are always a lot of fun. And you guys, if you're looking to build your belief in this company and this industry, get yourself to one of those events. So speaking of the industry, this is a tough one for a lot of people, is building their belief in network marketing. But simply put, network marketing is a business model where individuals build a sales network through recruitment and sales. Whoops, let me go back. And obviously earn commissions for doing so. You know, you really need to learn what it is and what it isn't. And I think that there's no better way than the way that Eric Worre explains it in this video. So we're going to take about 4 to 5 minutes here and just check this out. And this will really help you to build your belief in the industry of network marketing. We have to kind of watch one of
What
these
if you could do all your SEO in
quick.
one tab? Meet SEMrush, a tool to find
There.
Imagine if Amazon allowed you to become an independent distributor and paid out 40% of its revenue to that distributor group. All you had to do as a distributor was recommend a product. And if a person bought it on Amazon, Amazon would take care of all the logistics and you'd get paid for bringing the customer. Now imagine you got paid for every purchase that customer made for the rest of their lives. Well, Amazon doesn't offer this option, but network marketing companies do.
85% of all buying decisions in our society are made as a result of word of mouth or reputation.
We're recommending things to each other all the time. You know, who's your dentist? Who's your doctor? Who's your lawyer? What detergent, are you using? What legal system are you using? What product are you using? We're talking to each other about the things that we love anyway.
When you go into a big box retailer, you're lucky if the clerk looks you in the eye, much less gives you any detailed or accurate information about what you're purchasing. So of course, this personal information, this education coming from a friend, a neighbor, a relative, or even a stranger, one who has experience with the product, is extraordinarily valuable.
As a matter of fact, network marketing can educate consumers probably better than any other form of marketing. It certainly can do better than advertising, because advertising usually has a certain hype to it and you can only get limited information. So, network marketing trumps advertising.
If you were a typical sales company and you wanted to sell $1 million a month worth of product, you might go find 100 superstar salespeople. The quota would be $10,000 a month. So network marketing as a distribution system just flips the numbers. So we use 10,000 happy, raving fans of a particular product. And we don't concern ourselves so much with how much product each one of them individually sells. If they sell just $100 or $200 a month, and there's 10,000 of them, you're selling $1 million to $2 million a month worth of product. And that's the best way I can explain how network marketing works.
This is the marketing arm of the company. There's not money being wasted on bricks and mortar. There's not money being wasted on inventory that's sitting stagnant somewhere. There's a lot of employees standing around that don't have customers. These are people that are gonna connect with customers.
These companies allow people to become independent distributors for extremely low cost and with no minimum time or sales quota. Essentially, they own their own business and can provide as much or as little sales as they choose. In other words, the distributor gets all the benefits of traditional business ownership without the risk.
The advantage of network marketing is the ease of entry, the low risk, and the low startup cost, because almost everything else has very high risk. You can get in for a minimal investment. You're buying into a system that's already been proven, products or services that have been proven to work.
The keys to network marketing is providing an opportunity for the masses to get involved, providing an opportunity for the average person who doesn't have the resources to start their own business.
All of this so far is fairly straightforward, but network marketing offers another benefit, and it's this benefit that makes it so interesting for entrepreneurs. Network marketing allows a distributor to build their own network of other distributors and then compensates them on the sales created by that entire group.
Direct selling is, at its base, very simple. It's the sale of a product or service to an individual on a face-to-face, one-on-one basis, just the way we're talking right now. But there's an important element as well, and that's the offering in conjunction with that sale of product, the offering of an opportunity for someone to make something of themselves.
No matter what your social status is, no matter what language that you speak. I mean, look how many unbelievable people are becoming successful that speak every kind of language out there. What an awesome gift to give the world.
Instead of having to work your way up in a system and prove that you could be a sales manager, they just decided everybody can be a sales manager. Everybody gets to build a sales team from day one. And so what that brought into the system of growth as a direct selling company is the concept of compounding or geometric progression. Because now you can actually grow a sales force very quickly because everybody is enrolling people in their own sales force.
People who are like, oh, this is weird, I'm building a sales team. And what do you think you do at a regular company? How do you think a regular company works?
Network marketing is the only industry that doesn't say your past determines your future. It looks at your past and says, okay, now what can we train you to do so you can have a great future? Every other employer out there wants to exploit you for what you already know, not teach you something new.
All right, that's really powerful, don't you agree? That's an entire movie, but that's a clip that I go back to a lot, and you'll see it. Like I said, I've done this series before and I've played it before. And I just think that sometimes we just need to wrap our brain around the simplicity of what this really is. One person that we saw in there was Lauren Slocum. And if you Google, don't do it right now, jot it down, screenshot this. This is really, really good. It's called A Better Way, and I think it's like A Mom's Better Way or something like that. But if you just Google A Better Way, Lauren Slocum Lahav, I think is her name, screenshot this, and there's I think it's about another 5 to 6 minute video with her and her son. She built a business with her son, who I think started when he was like 18 or 19 years old. But that's a really cool video as well. And then even people like Tony Robbins, endorses this industry and this profession. And so it is widely seen as a business model like no other. And I know a lot of us agree with that 100%. So do what you can do to build your belief in the profession. And there's a lot of people that you can follow out there. Bob Heelig is really good. But I think it's hard to match Eric Worre. We had him on our team training, 2 weeks ago or something like that. He's just amazing. And so people like that, following those people in the industry, I think will really help you build your belief in the industry. and the profession of network marketing. Be proud to be in this profession from the get-go. And if people say, oh, is it one of those kind of things? Say, yeah, it is. And I'm glad for it because I can make my own, time and work a business the way I want to work a business. So learn more about this industry and this profession through Eric Worre and some of these other avenues that you could take to learn more about it and build your belief in that, because that's really going to help, because people will come at you with and another video I want to mention as I'm looking at Donna in the gallery is Donna, was it Nashville? Was it Nashville when you did your Is This a Pyramid? That is also on Team Vitality. And I think that was Donna, if you can unmute. I'm not sure when that was. It was last year, I believe. It might have been March, maybe March of last year. But Donna answers the question at Nashville, and it is recorded. Is that one of those pyramid things? And it's just really good the way that she explains it. And we don't have time to do that tonight, but I think you also did that in the series that we did last year also. You're muted. No, you're still muted.
Okay, here we go.
There you
I don't
go.
know how to do it. It said video. I don't know how it said mute. Yeah, it was in Nashville. It was last March, a year ago. And then, Lindy, when you and I did a training together, I talked about the pyramid and
Right.
why we're not. And yeah, that's
Right.
one of my favorite things. Yeah.
Yeah, it is too.
I-
And I simply answer that by, this is not 1975, folks. This is a publicly traded company. We're on the up and up. Pyramids are illegal. And you need to shut that down right away, because you need to be proud of this company and this industry that you're in. And that's part of building your belief. And I know when you're new, those questions and things like that get a little bit scary, but do what you can to build your belief in the profession, and know that when somebody asks that question, it's just because they don't know. Okay. They just simply don't know. But when you react with just shutting it down, see, that question never bothers me, because I shut it down immediately. It's like, no, I don't do anything illegal. I'm on the up and up here, and with an awesome company.
When it's explained to them, what a corporation is, because that is like the pyramid, and what we're not, then it makes them really, I think it makes them trust us more, especially if it's someone that we don't know. Like if we're
I
talking to
agree.
people that know us, like us, and trust us, they're going to be our customer.
Absolutely.
But if it is somebody that we don't know, then we really need to sit down with them and answer their questions, and get to ask their questions, get to their questions answered, and then explain to them what we are
Right.
and what we're not. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. So we have belief in the products. We have building your belief in the products, building your belief in the company and LifeVantage, building your belief in the profession of network marketing. Please do follow Eric Worre. And then here's a few bullet points. If you want to just screenshot this, this is belief again in the industry and the profession. And we all know this, the low startup costs, which sometimes I wish they were higher, because I think if people spent more money, they'd be a little more serious in the beginning, because there's so many perks and bonuses for people that just start doing this. It'd be great if everybody kind of came out of the gate, on fire and going for SC1, but the startup costs are low, potential for high income, the networking and personal branding opportunities, the travel opportunities, it's all there. Again, you can screenshot that if you're new, just to, every once in a while, look at what this industry has to offer. But the
Can I say
biggest
one
thing,
just
yep,
because it's tax season, today's tax day, the write-offs are
oh my gosh,
huge.
yes.
They're huge with a home-based business.
I was just talking about this yesterday with Blake, actually.
Not to
And
interrupt.
as a what's that? Yeah.
Didn't mean to interrupt, but
That's okay. No, it's a great
tax,
point,
yeah,
and
the
it's so
write-off.
true, because that wasn't even in the bullet points, and I should have
Oh,
put
okay.
put that there.
worries.
The tax write-offs are huge. You guys, in this industry, you're pretty much writing off almost everything, because whatever I'm doing, I'm talking about LifeVantage. So just a lot of great tax write-offs, and get with your CPA, do this the right way. I don't encourage anyone to just, start writing stuff off. But get with a good CPA, and they'll help you through that. So the last, but certainly not least, and the most important, is belief in yourself. Always remember, you guys, what you think about, you bring about. Your thoughts become things, so think the good ones. And you've heard those sayings before. That's not from me. A lot of people have said that. I think what you think about, you bring about was first spoken by a gentleman named Bob Proctor. Screenshot this, if you will. Visit this web page for a description and suggestions into each one of these. But in researching this, and in the desire to share with you how to build belief in yourself, I discovered these 11 ways to build your belief based on the Tony Robbins teaching. And so the website is at the bottom, and you can screenshot that. I might be able to put the link in the chat at the end. But you can see the 11 bullet points. Change your perspective, conquer your limiting beliefs, practice self-love, create healthy routines, unlock the power of proximity. And we just heard this. We heard this from Eric Worre, and we've heard it a lot of times. You're the sum total of the 5 people you hang around with the most. So make sure that you are surrounding yourself with positive people, and with people that that see the good in you, and that encourage you, and that believe in you. You don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of people that don't believe in you. That's naturally going to bring you down. So so find that group of people, and we're all right here. Oh, there's my timer. Okay, I'm going over. So find that that group of people that you can really feed into and feed off of. Feed your mind. That's with books, with podcasts. Whatever you could do to encourage yourself and feed your mind, change your focus, face your fears. This, when I first started this industry, this was a huge fear of mine. I'd never been in sales a day in my life. My career was an on-air radio personality. I sat in front of a microphone. Nobody could see me. And then I, switched careers and ended up here, and it was extremely scary, but facing the fears is just about the best thing that I ever did. So again, you can go to that website and check that out as far as belief in yourself. And it's really great. It's really great to kind of dig a little bit deeper into that. Again, remember, what you think about, you bring about. So our action step and our resource tonight, and for anyone who's a little bit older, is going to go, oh my gosh, that's from like 2000. I am not kidding you, you guys. I had this. I was still in radio when I first started network marketing, and I worked a morning show. So I had to be at the radio station at 4 o'clock in the morning. I left my house at 3 o'clock in the morning, or 3:15. Took me about 45 minutes to get to the station. So like I got up at 2:30 in the morning. And I listened to this probably 2 to 3 times a week. It was on a CD. That's back when we had CD players in cars. And I think it actually started out as a cassette. I really didn't want to date myself that far back, but it could have been. But I have probably listened to this 100 times. And before I suggested it, before I made this the resource for this training, I listened to it again, because I thought, it's old, and all these, great young people that we have now, I don't know if they're going to get much out of it. And I listened to it again. I'm going to tell you something, you guys, you're going to get everything out of it. You're going to get everything. I mean, it chokes me up to think about it. Just listen to it. You will love it, love it, love it. So please, please, please carve out the time. do yourself a huge favor. Don't just put it on your to-do list and forget about it and come back to it a week or 2 weeks from now. Like, put it somewhere where you're going to go, I'm going to do this within the next 2 days. You will not regret it. If you've already heard it, listen again, because I hadn't listened to it for a long time. And then here's what I want you to do after you listen to it, because I used to buy these by the case and give them to every single team member. Now all I have to do is forward a link. How easy is that, right? But do me a favor and text me and let me know what you think of Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. And let me see if I can just, if I stop share, I believe that I do have the link that I can put in the chat, so you can go right to it if I can find that. And am I still on? Are you still seeing my screen or no? Oh. Okay. And someone tell me if, hold on 1 minute, you guys, I really want to put this in the chat. If someone will unmute and just let me know if this is clickable in the chat. And there was no way to test this out prior, so we're just going to do it here. And there you go. Okay, I think it's good. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Let me know. Somebody click on that and let me know if it's good, or thumbs up or whatever. Does it go to the right one? Yes, Sally. I see Sally shaking her head. Thank you, Sally. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see a lot of you in Salt Lake City, and we'll meet back here 7:30 next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.